This is my house.
Violinist James Ennis grew up in a musical family.
Always nice to be back. It's usually only once every couple of years that I'm back here to play, but I usually get back once, maybe sometimes twice a year to visit.
Born in 1973 in Brandon, Manitoba, his father is a trumpet teacher and his mother teaches ballet. Ennis took up the violin at the age of 4 and studied at New York's famed Juilliard School. He now makes his home in Florida. To date, the young virtuoso has recorded more than 20 albums.
It's a bit of a family mystery as to why I chose the violin. I was probably about 4 years old and I decided that I wanted one. Right here was where I opened my violin for the first time, and I was a lot shorter, so I was about this height. And I remember very clearly playing it for the first time here and getting set up. My dad said, okay, the bow goes in this hand, violin goes in this hand, it's scraping away.
Not surprisingly, the Brandon Sun declared Ennis's homecoming performance a triumph.
Nice and early, huh? Morning.
The next morning, the hometown hero stops by the University of Brandon, where he is a guest professor, to give a master class.
It's a lot like this.
Ennis was discovered at the age of 17 by music manager and impresario Walter Homburger. Legendary pianist Glenn Gould was also one of Homburger's discoveries.
Well, I'm not a musician, but I'm a good listener, I guess, and like you are. And so I just listened, and it did something to me. And I said, I think it'll do that to other people too.
This is a 1715 Stradivarius that I've been playing on for about 8 years, and it's just a dream come true to get to play on this every day. There's just this kind of purity in the sound. Even up close to it, you don't hear a whole lot of hiss and bubble, and a lot of violins can sound a little harsh, but this violin is just so pure, and the better you play it, the better it sounds. So it also is kind of an educational tool, that in order to get the best possible results, it sort of teaches you how to play. And I've certainly become a better violinist from using this violin, I would say. Mozart's violin works they're just pieces that have always been very special to me. I think the first proper concertos that I learned as a kid were probably some Mozart concertos. And also, this is just one of those trivial details that doesn't mean a whole lot, but I was born on Mozart's birthday. So my whole life people say, oh, you were born on Mozart's birthday, that's so cool. Well, I was also born, I think, one day after Wayne Gretzky. That would have been cool too.
In 2006, Ennis released Mozart's complete works for solo violin and orchestra. He also produced and directed the recording. The album won a Juno Award and received critical praise around the world. Toronto Star music columnist William Littler has followed Ennis's career from its beginning.
I think of him as very Canadian. He just makes the music without any fuss. There is none of this glamorous, I am the great artist in his approach. He's a very serious musician, and he plays very well, but he doesn't make a fuss about it.
At the Westminster Church in Winnipeg, Ennis and the Manitoba Chamber Orchestra performed the Mozart concertos at 2 sold-out concerts.
I just hope that I can continue to have these opportunities that I've had to explore different music and to play for different people and different audiences and see different places. Well, it's such a cliche, but if you stop growing, that's the end of everything.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's always great to be back here.
If you're not inspired, how are you going to inspire anybody else? And hopefully I can continue to find things to get me excited about my job.